Hello everyone, I feel much delighted to meet you all again through this video. Okay, in this video we are going to cover the third unit from English textbook, poem part. What is the title of the poem in this sense? All the World's a Stage, which is written by William Shakespeare. What is the title of the poem? All the World's a Stage, which is written by William Shakespeare. Okay, see, before we enter into the poem in a detailed way, line by line explanation, we should always justify the title first. What the title says, all the world's a stage. You would have even heard of this particular quotation so many times. Okay, it's a very famous one too. Okay, see, all the world's a stage. According to William Shakespeare, the entire world is a stage. Okay, here a kind of comparison he is given of. The world is like a stage. Stage is nothing but the place where the play is being performed. Okay, then all the world's a stage. And then how would we people are in the sense? We are like players. Players in the sense, on the world we are going to perform, project some actions. Okay, we are going to enact on the stage. We are just players. Okay, on the stage we are just players. And then see, according to Shakespeare, how the man is entering into the stage actually through birth. Okay, how the man enters through birth. How he exits in the sense how he is coming out of the world through death. Understood? So he projected world as a stage, and we people are players, actor and actresses, and we'll perform a kind of action on the stage, and we have a particular duration, and in between that birth as well as death we will perform 7 stages. Okay, seven roles we'll perform in the life. In each and everyone's life 7 roles we'll perform, which means on the stage, on the world, we will perform 7 roles. Okay, that 7 roles only one by one is clearly picturized in the poem. Actually, this poem, it is origin of the poem. Actually, it is from Shakespearean As You Like It play. Actually, it is one of the famous play which is given by William Shakespeare. As You Like It is a play. This particular poem, which has been taken from William Shakespeare's As You Like It play, and they are prescribed for your study. And this particular poem is a monologue, or we can say it as soliloquy. Monologue or soliloquy in the sense a single character, a long speech which is given by a single character. Actually, nobody will be there in the play in order to listen what he is conveying of. He'll express everything, his emotions, feelings and all towards the readers. The audience, they will come to know what the person is addressing or saying of. But a single character which throughout the poem a person is speaking of, addressing of in the sense, that is soliloquy or monologue. Mono in the sense single. Have you understood, children? Who is addressing? You may have the question in your mind. In that play, As You Like It, there is a person named Jax. He is one among the noblemen in the court. He is addressing this particular 7 stages of man's life. Have you understood, children, so far? And coming to Shakespeare. Shakespeare, he was a prolific writer. Prolific is nothing but productive. He has given large number of works towards the readers. Now, see here, he was a prolific writer, poet, playwright, dramatist, and he has written many sonnets too. Sonnets is nothing but 14 lines poem. Actually 14 lines poem, and other forms of various poems also he has given. Okay, Shakespeare. And he has given many notable plays also. He has given many notable plays towards the readers. 154 sonnets he has given, as well as 38 plays. And this particular poem is one of the play of William Shakespeare. And coming to William Shakespeare, he was born in the year 1564 in Stratford, which is being there in England. And then, and not only that, during the period, actually Elizabethan and Jacobean period, that period we also call it as period of Renaissance. Renaissance is nothing but rebirth. It was the time of rebirth. So that time he was becoming a very famous personality, and not only that, he earned so much of name actually, and all the works, they have been compiled. Whatever works he has given, everything has been compiled under the title The Complete Work of William Shakespeare, where he covered everything actually. Everything in the sense sonnets, plays, everything he has covered in the particular work. Okay, under the title The Complete Work of William Shakespeare. And coming to his poems actually, till now it becomes very famous one so far. Even when we think of Shakespeare, immediately we'll recollect his plays as well as poems and his sonnets. Such a best personality in English literature. And see, this particular one actually, he has highlighted, see this poem, the entire poem, he has highlighted the 7 stages of man. Okay, how he has been highlighted. Okay, see the way he has highlighted is really awesome. Okay, he started with stage 1 and then till stage 7, how the man's life, when the man is entering into the world, okay, through the entrance, which means the birth, and till the end of the life, which means till death, how the man is facing the life, how he has taken up the role, everything he has clearly picturized in this poem. Okay, let us see the poem now. See here, for your better understanding, here this poem actually, it has the continuity. Okay, you would come across the poetic lines, you can see the continuity in the poem. So let me read out the poem once, then after that we'll go for line by line explanation. Okay, now all the world's a stage. Okay, all the world's a stage, which is written by William Shakespeare. And then coming to the first line of the poem, all the world's a stage, and all the men and women are merely players, and they have their exit and entrances, and one man in his lifetime plays many parts. Then his acts being 7 ages. Have you understood so far? Already we have started with, I have discussed. This poem is all about the 7 stages of man's life. See, look at the first line. All the world's a stage. I said throughout the world actually, the entire world. Okay, see, it is like a stage. Stage is nothing but the place where the shows and all being performed. So we are on the stage. All the men and women are merely players. All the men and women. See here, people who are there on the earth, there on the world, they are merely players. See, he has stressed over the particular word, merely. Merely is nothing but just, only players. See, that duration, what they have received from the hands of God, they have to play, they have to enact. Okay, see how he has to enact? He has to come across the 7 stages in his life. See, they are just players. Okay, they in the sense here, the men and women. Okay, on the whole we may call it as the people who are being there on the world. And then they have their exit and entrances. See, they in the sense, again I want to give a clarity over, they in the sense men and women. We may even say people. The people, they have their exit. Exit in the sense going out. Actually, even you would have come across in theatres and all, you have the separate way for exit and entrance. Exit in the sense you are going out. Once the movie completes, which means you have seen the entire movie, if you are going to move out of the theatre, you have to use that way. So that is exit, which means here exit in the sense death actually, the end of the life. So exit in the sense death. And then entrances. Entrance in the sense that is the beginning. Okay, once you enter, the way to enter. Okay, so entrance here, it refers to the birth of a person. Okay, man. Especially he talks about his test over man. Man in the sense here, see, he didn't cover in a common way actually. He stressed all the words. He talks about man. Man actually, he has given a kind of importance towards them. And one man in his time plays many parts. Already I have said he particularly specified man actually. So one man in his time. Time in the sense here it is not a time which we are seeing of. A time in the sense lifetime it refers here. So one man in his lifetime plays many parts. Parts in the sense here, it talks about the characters. See, one may take up any characters in his lifetime. Characters in the sense, sometimes they may act as a villain, sometimes they may act as a hero, heroine, or it depends upon the person who is taking up the role. Okay, it is depending upon the person. So, see, one man in his time, lifetime, which means plays many parts. Many parts is nothing but many characters. The man has to take up many characters in his lifetime. And then his acts being 7 ages. Okay, it's acts in the sense the action which he is going to perform on the stage, on the world. Actually, it has been clearly picturized by the poet. 7 ages. Ages is nothing but the stages of man's life. Okay, 7 forms or 7 stages. At first, so far have you understood, children? See here, we have started off with the title of the poem, All the World's a Stage, which means the entire world is like a stage. Stage in the sense, you are being there on the world. He refers the world as a stage. Stage in the sense, the place where we want to perform. So we are performing a kind of action on the stage as a man here. Okay, then after that, all the men and women. First the second line actually, he said in a common way towards men as well as women. But after that, later on, when you see the poem, actually he is addressing towards man. Okay, then men and in a common way he is telling. So if you take a stage, who is performing? Men and women. Okay, they are just merely players. Merely in the sense only, they just players. That they have to always think in their mind. Which means once their role they have completed in the sense, they have to move out from the place. They have to come out from the world actually. They have to go off from the world. And then his acts being how many stages? 7 stages. See how he has to perform 7 stages in his life. Now only we are going to see the very first stage according to Shakespeare, what he has conveyed of. Actually this particular thing is addressed by Jacques. Actually Jacques, he is the narrator and he is the speaker of this poem, and then he is sharing his views towards the readers. Okay, in the play it has been given in such a way, it is taken from the play and prescribed for your study as a poem. And then now see, at first the infant. Infant is nothing but a small baby or a child, we can say. That is the beginning of the life. Very first stage actually, very first stage of each and everyone's life. And then mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. Mewling is nothing but, mew in the sense, it is a very weak noise which the cat makes. Okay, so it is the noise of the cat. So, mewling. So, how the baby makes the noise? Like a cat. Very soft noise that the particular baby will make once the baby has born. Then puking. Puking is nothing but vomiting. Okay, vomiting. How the baby will be? It will vomit. Actually, the baby will vomit in the hands of the nurse. In the nurse's arms. In that particular stage, the baby was being like a helpless creature and it is always dependent towards others. So it will make the particular child will make a different noise, okay, like a tender soft noise like a cat, and then puking. Puking is nothing but every now and then, in one way or the other, the small child will vomit. And then the whining schoolboy. Whining in the sense unpleasant, which means that not being happy with. Okay, schoolboy, that is the stage, second stage of man's life. Now the child has grown up, and now this is the stage, and the child has to move to school. Okay, schoolboy. Here also he has focused only on the male character. Okay, he'll always give importance to the male characters, whereas some cases in Shakespearean plays and all, even he'll portray, which means that female characters he'll make use of male, he'll disguise the female as male. Okay, such a kind of person Shakespeare was. With the satchel and shining morning face. Satchel is nothing but actually the school bag. How the child will go, actually the child will go to school along with the bag. Satchel, the child will be holding the bag on his shoulder. And then shining morning face. How the face of the particular child in the morning, it will be very bright actually. But how about the mindset? Very unhappy, because the child has to go to school. And then creeping like snail. That is why even the action of the child also very slow. Creeping is nothing but moving slowly. Okay, walking slowly. How in the sense? Like a snail. Snail means here it is a very small animal which has a shell on it. Even you would have come across this particular animal, small creature it is. Actually, how it is a comparison which is given by William Shakespeare actually. Okay, creeping like snail. How the child will move to school like a snail in a slow way. Okay, he never show any kind of interest. Then unwilling, again he has given unwilling to school. Unwilling in the sense he never shows any kind of interest towards school actually. Understood so far? First stage we have seen. Okay, what is the first stage? Infant. What is the second stage? Schoolboy. Okay, schoolboy is the second stage. Okay, now let us move on to the third stage actually, and then the lover. What is the third stage of the man's life? Lover. Actually, lover in the sense he is expressing the quality of the person actually here. Okay, it is not the direct meaning here given. Lover in the sense here, see that particular person, the boy, he has grown up and then he has reached a kind of maturity, and that particular stage he wanted to enjoy all sort of happiness which is given by the world. That is the stage of youth actually. Okay, lover stage. And how the person will be? Sighing like furnace. See, sighing like furnace in the sense, see here, always he has that burning inside him. Okay, that spirit inside him. And then like furnace. Furnace is nothing but it's a chamber with the heat not produced over there. If you want to heat anything, you can even use that chamber actually. Okay, so he has the spirit, it will be always keeping on burning like a furnace, very spiritful, youthful, energetic, such kind of life he will get it off in that particular stage. And then what happened with the woeful ballad made to his mistress eyebrow. Woeful is nothing but sad ballad. Ballad is a short poem actually which is being composed by a person. Okay, here what the person will do actually with the woeful ballad made to his mistress eyebrow. Okay, he'll start to imagine a kind of poem. Okay, and he'll exaggerate the mistress eyebrow. Through his poem he'll express. Why they have mentioned here as sad in the sense? In some cases it depends upon the person. Sometimes the person who are loving of really will get success in their life. Sometimes it may go in a negative way, but it depends upon the person. Okay, but this person here, he has highlighted that this person will be very sad, but the desire, that longing always will be burning within him like a furnace, like a chamber, but he never give up. He will be always composing some poems towards his lady love. Mistress in the sense lady love. Okay. Then here have you come up, see, you may even note down this apostrophe, yes. Mistress eyebrow, in a possessive way they have given. So he'll always compose a poem on his mistress eyebrow. Okay. Then have you understood, children, so far? So far we have come across the 3 stages of man's life. First stage, he is entering as a child. Then he has grown up. Now he has reached the stage of schoolboy. And after that, he has developed himself as youth. And he has got all sort of qualities for the youth. Then after that, the next stage actually, then your soldier. See, I told already, soldier in the sense it is not exactly the soldier. Just imagine the quality of the soldier. How the soldier will be. Will be very cautious, and then just we'll see what he has given in this particular lines. Okay, just imagine the quality of a soldier. Then he'll take up the role of a soldier. It is not the direct meaning which is given by William Shakespeare. 4th stage of man's life, it is nothing but soldier. And then full of strange worth. Strange in the sense here, actually, which we cannot understand. It is beyond our knowledge. He knows very well that it is highly impossible to achieve. Okay, the promise sometimes he'll make it off, but he'll give such kind of promises. Strange promises he'll make, because that is his age actually. And bearded like a pard. Bearded like in the sense, beard is nothing but the formal cut he has on his cheek. Okay, beard, it is nothing but beard. Like the pard. Pard is nothing but here leopard actually. Leopard is a kind of animal actually. How he has in the sense, it has a short beard like appearance the animal has. So, how the appearance of the soldier, he has a kind of, what is that, spirit that he will make so much of promises, though he knows that it is not being really true, he'll make some promises. Strange. Okay, strange in the sense something which we cannot understand, is beyond our thinking or knowledge. Such kind of promises he'll make it often. Like a beard, like a party. How about his appearance? He has his beard like a leopard. And jealous in honor. See, if somebody gets respect or reputation or any other thing, he'll be really jealousy over. Such kind of stage it is. Okay, he has received a kind of jealousy towards the person. Sometimes he expects a kind of honor, okay, in front of others. Okay, such a kind of stage it is. And sudden and quick in quarrel. Okay, that is the stage. For each and everything, immediately they'll go for fight actually. Sudden in the sense immediately, and quick, in a fast way actually. They'll quarrel in the sense fight with. Sometimes you would have come across the teenage boys or girls in your home even. You would have come up, even if parents says anything in the sense, they'll immediately react with. Okay, so they'll be very quick and sudden in their quarrel in the sense fight. They'll easily fight with. And then seeking the bubble reputation. Reputation is nothing but the pride, the respect, everything we can say, all sort of thing they wanted to have in their life. Proud, everything they wanted to have. Actually here reputation in the sense a kind of recognition they wanted to have in their life. So bubble reputation, seeking in the sense they'll find the bubble reputation. Bubble is nothing but, you would have even come, bubble means actually even now small it will appear off, and a few minutes actually it will disappear. Actually that particular bubble, quality of the bubble in the sense, in few minutes actually it will disappear. But they know very well the reputation, the recognition which they want to have in their life is very short, temporary, but they wanted to have in their life. In front of others they wanted to lead such a kind of life. So they will be really keen on that. They will jealous over others, which means pride, as well as if they receive anything, any honor from others, they will jealous over that. And then sudden and quick in quarrel, immediately they will go and fight with. Okay, they never have the adjustment towards anybody, because that age actually, in that age, seeking, they find the bubble reputation. Bubble is short lived actually, okay, temporary one actually. So though the person is yearning of the temporary thing, okay, they'll always expect the reputation, the recognition from others. Understood so far? So here we have covered 4 stages of man's life. First one actually infant, and second stage schoolboy, and third stage lover, and the fourth stage of man's life, that is what is that? Soldier. Have you understood, children?